Alright everyone, I am going to do an unboxing video on ZA Electronics that I got from Knight Rider World. And as you can see, very securely packed from the outside. It was shipped UPS, Express Saver International. I had it in less than a week's time. I'm going to pause the video, cut it open, and we'll see how it was packed on the inside. Alright, so I got the first layer open. First thing you see, nicely wrapped box on top, and a ZA box on the inside. Another ZA box. Get this out of the way. Sorry for the low light. I'm actually on my workbench out on my patio. Kids are still up and awake and running around, so I'm trying not to have them all loud in the video as we're doing this. But you can see I've got the green set up on there, not the blue. Green is much more show realistic in comparison to the blue, which is kind of the newer look that people are going for. So I'm going to cut the tape off of all these and we'll start unpacking each one. First item we're looking at, the bezels. These actually look really nice. These are, I feel like they're aluminum. Sec to kind of crack this open. It's actually really well taped on there. Yep, they are aluminum, very well machined, nice thick plate. You can see on there the thickness on this plate. Definitely, let me try to get a little bit more focus. There we go. And definitely feels really nice. Overall quality looks really good. Out here. Sorry guys, I know the video is shaky. So these actually look great, very clean on the paintwork on this. So the silk screening process that they're using looks really nice. Let's grab this last one here. So that's the set there. We do have a little package here. Give me a second. So inside this little package you can see the lenses. And look at all that. Nice sticker kit for it as well. Okay. So next item. Displays and signals. You can see actually, look at that. These were hand tested and signed November 30th of 2017. So you can see pretty much right when I ordered it is when these were actually functional tested to make sure that they work properly. So everything on here looks really nice. Try to get that in focus for you so you can see ZA's website on there. I like the LEDs. They're not weak in any shape or form. Very nice electronics board on here. Attention, for MP3 player, use a RCA connector connect a standard 4 ohm 3 watt speaker for the MP3 player reproduction. This is another one of the control modules. It talks about the warnings of what you should and should not do, how to properly connect this as well. So here's the other gauge cluster on that. So this looks very well packaged, very, very securely done by ZA as well as KRW, because obviously ZA is the one who packed all this, placed it in here. Nice foam insulators on there, personally hand tested on each one. Get to the next one for you. Wow. Module boards. But it's impressive to me. So you got standard wiring, nice gauge to them, good insulation to them, but it also has a tubing system to it for a shield. This is really, really important when you're dealing with heat and where you're dealing with overall wear. Shielded wires will last longer than non-shielded wires. It's a basic shielding tubing system, but what I also like is you can see everything is labeled. So it makes it really easy. It tells you exactly what it's going to. Look at that. I mean, you can't go wrong on the setup on this. It tells you what you're supposed to plug these into. Now these connectors are nice quality connectors. They do look, I know the light's a little bad on here, but they do look well put together. They don't look like they were just, you know, thrown together lightly on there. All the ends are pre-cut. So if you are just got another set of butt connectors on the other end, you are ready to go. You don't have to try to strip them on your own. There's a voice module. That voice box is really nice. 2-circuit board design to it. That little riser actually is good. Keeps nice heat away from it. Looks like it's got a little setup on this whole thing that will last a very long time. As far as these 3 rows, and same type, you know, you've got really, really well done electronics on here. You know, from everything I've seen, look at those connectors. When you plug those connectors in, it's fitted, ready to go on that. With a nice retention system. That's what that little hole right there is for, if you can see that. Locks it in place. But from every video I've seen, and from everyone talking about these, you know, I made my decision to spend the extra money, and in my opinion, to get the best product out there. You know, it's firmware upgradable. It automatically dims for night driving. I've seen a lot of these other manufacturers that don't dim and don't have those features or capabilities. I've seen others that come with wiring sets that don't have shielding, they don't have really good quality connectors to them, and they're also not well labeled. You get an instruction sheet with everything, but if you don't have a good set of technical skill, you're going to get to the point where some of these others that you're going to get frustrated with them. It looks like Alessandro, when he designed these, he took all that into consideration. He took into consideration, you know, not everyone is an electrician, not everyone's an automotive specialist, and some people are going to try to do all this on their own, so let's make it as simple as possible, and let's give them connectors that go right to the boards, and then all these out connectors goes pretty straightforward. Now what I also did is I got the wiring harness connector from Knight Industries of Kentucky. Scott makes a plug-in board where this plug-in connector goes straight into the factory wiring harnesses, so that all you have to do is take out your instrument panel, take out the secondary plug, and plug these directly, plug his connectors directly into those. Then you wire his connector right to these. Very, very simple. No more needing to solder the back of the odometer cluster and the speedometer cluster and all the different aspects just to get the digital readouts between those two products. You know, ZA's and Knight Industries of Kentucky's wiring harness connector, this is pretty much ready to go. I could literally plug it all in, put a power source to it right now, and this thing will fire up. Now, for me personally, you know, I felt that spending the extra money was worth all the extra benefits, including the fact that ZA offers real-time solutions. And what I mean by that is you're getting real Pontiac values being displayed. and not TV show gibberish popping up on your screens to simulate a car driving. This is real information. And as an everyday driver and as a automotive professional, that's important to me. That's something that if I'm driving, I want to know if my temperature is potentially overheating. I want to know if my RPMs are spiking in any way. I want to know if my battery voltage is going out so I don't have a failure on the road. So ZA offers all that in their software, and every time Alessandro gets like a little bug report or a user suggestion, he takes it in consideration for his next update. And the updates are available on the web, and it's easily transferable into this system that you see right here through a CAN bus system. You just plug in a USB thumb drive or a portable drive and tell the system to start the update function, and you're good to go. So the next video, you'll actually see the electronics in the dashboard wired up, and we will do a functionality test video when it's all ready to go.